All right, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Mad Dog with another video. Today, I'm going to be ranking Hunter x Hunter arcs. I was gonna do a long form video where I was just gonna go ahead and talk about Hunter x Hunter, but I figured, hey man, let's just do a tier ranking. Be a lot easier and a lot less ranting, a lot less editing. But yeah, I got into Hunter x Hunter not too long ago. Hunter x Hunter's been out since I was a kid, but I don't know. I just avoided it for some reason the whole time. I was a big fan of Yu Yu Hakusho, so I like the stuff that Togashi does. So I don't know what the issue was, but when I did get to watch it, I do think it's a really good series. So if you're having reservations from watching it, I do suggest it. But let's get into it. We're gonna start in order from not chronological order, but we're gonna start with what we see on the screen. And if you can't hardly see it, that's just the way it is. So starting off, we have the election arc, which is the last arc in the 2011 anime, and of course the manga is continued. It's on hiatus every now and then, but I've officially caught up with everything Hunter x Hunter, so I can officially say that I know what the heck I'm talking about now. The election arc, it's a solid B. Here's why. The stuff with Nanaka and Killua is really endearing. I actually really like the stuff that they were doing. Some of the fighting is really good. To be in an election arc is just crazy. The Zodiacs was an interesting concept. The stuff that Leoria got into with Jean and all that, really solid. I wish it was a little bit more focused, but for what it was worth and the lore it built around it, give it a B. And that's really good for Hunter x Hunter because there are some really great arcs. So it's not like I'm, taking it back from it. All right, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Mad Dog with another video. Today, I'm going to be ranking Hunter x Hunter arcs. I was gonna do a long form video where I was just gonna go ahead and talk about Hunter x Hunter, but I figured, hey man, let's just do a tier ranking. Be a lot easier and a lot less ranting, a lot less editing. But yeah, I got into Hunter x Hunter not too long ago. Hunter x Hunter's been out since I was a kid, but I don't know. I just avoided it for some reason the whole time. I was a big fan of Yu Yu Hakusho, so I like the stuff that Togashi does. So I don't know what the issue was, but when I did get to watch it, I do think it's a really good series. So if you're having reservations from watching it, I do suggest it. But let's get into it. We're gonna start in order from not chronological order, but we're gonna start with what we see on the screen. And if you can't hardly see it, that's just the way it is. So starting off, we have the election arc, which is the last arc in the 2011 anime, and of course the manga is continued. It's on hiatus every now and then, but I've officially caught up with everything Hunter x Hunter, so I can officially say that I know what the heck I'm talking about now. The election arc, it's a solid B. Here's why. The stuff with Nanaka and Killua is really endearing. I actually really like the stuff that they were doing. Some of the fighting is really good. To be in an election arc is just crazy. The Zodiacs was an interesting concept. The stuff that Leoria got into with Jean and all that, really solid. I wish it was a little bit more focused, but for what it was worth and the lore it built around it, give it a B. And that's really good for Hunter x Hunter because there are some really great arcs. So it's not like I'm, taking it back from it. So I'm struggling with this second one because no, that's not the secession arc, but I think this is the arc right before the secession arc. Um, so if I'm like spitballing, this is covering everything leading up to the secession war arc and everything, learning about Jing and some of the Zodiacs, as well as finding the spy, uh, some stuff with Beyond, and then yeah, that's pretty solid. I'm gonna go with B, just cause. Then we have, these are so small, it's so hard to see. Okay, this is the Chimera Ant Arc, of course, because that's Miriam back there. Controversial. I don't think the Chimera Ant Arc is as good as people make it. This is like the whole crux of making this video, because I've gone back and forth with people about the Chimera Ant Arc, and I think it was a good story. It has a good villain turned, sympathetic, and that's normally not seen in a lot of anime. I like how Togashi wrote the ending. I just don't like the bulk of this Chimera Ant arc. It's like, I like the beginning, I like the end, but the middle is just, and it got to the point where I hated seeing Knuckle. Like, I hated hearing the explanation of his power. And this is just, I guess, from the anime perspective. Maybe the manga would be different, but I think the overuse of the narrator was just trifling. So I'm gonna go with C. It's not terrible. I think it's highly overrated. Like, when people were telling me getting Hunter x Hunter, they were like, "Oh, wait till you get to the Chimera Ant arc. It's the best arc. It's gonna be the greatest thing you ever seen since sliced bread." You're gonna see spoilers, but you're gonna see like Adult Gone. I'm like, oh yeah, Adult Gone. It's gonna be like his big power up thing. That's like one thing. It's temporary. I don't like temporary power ups just for the sake of it. I do understand the weight of what he did, especially going forward. And now that we're in like the succession arc, and now I see like the consequences of like making these nin vows. But yeah, not my cup of tea. Next is Greed Island. And I'm gonna be frank here. Greed Island I actually liked. I liked the card game aspect of it. The villain was kind of weak, but this was Gon's best arc as a solo protagonist. I have my reservations against Gon too. I will probably make a video about why I don't think Gon is the best protagonist in Hunter x Hunter. But that's for a different day. I'm gonna not rant as much. I'm trying not to rant as much, but I will put Greed Island at A. I know a lot of people would disagree. Heaven's Arena arc. So I am kind of split on this, because I love the second half of the Heaven's Arena arc. The first half is kind of dry, but once you start really getting into what Nin is, starting to do the Nin training, when Gon is like going out his way to, try to fight Hisoka, I think those are really great pivotal moments. Probably the second best arc for Gon. So I'm gonna put this in A as well. This is the dreadful Hunter exam. This is almost the stopgap of where I was gonna quit even watching this anime, because I was like, I don't feel it. It was. I don't think it's a good start, and a lot of people say that they're like, you gotta. It's kind of like the One Piece effect, where you're like, you gotta kind of watch a couple more episodes. You gotta kind of watch a couple seasons before you really get deep into Hunter x Hunter. Just like One Piece, you have to kind of get to like episode 31 of One Piece before you're like, oh, now I'm a One Piece fan. Hunter x Hunter the same way. I quit this anime like twice at the Hunter exam, and it really took my wife watching it for me to even get back into it. So this is D. The Secession arc. It's not over, so it's kind of like the Secession War arc. I always say Secession arc. It's not over yet, but it's proving to be a top tier arc already. Kurapika is my favorite character so far. I want to say so far. This anime's been on forever. Kurapika is my favorite character. I think he has the best type of story for Hunter x Hunter. Especially the nature of Hunter x Hunter is so dark. It's so twisted. It's so in line with the spiders, which I'm like, why does the main protagonist not have anything that's like significant to the main antagonist besides like just being a good boy? Kurapika has this link to all these major threads, and then like a power set to really be captivating. Gon is just like brute power, bruh, and which is fine. Like I'm a big fan of Kid Goku, and so like that's like in the same vein where it's like, you know, brute strength, but Goku learns like martial arts and stuff like that, which makes it more substantial. While Gon is just like, I'm gonna punch you to death. I'm gonna punch you to death. I'm gonna focus a little bit better and punch you to death. And it's not as interesting. Like, Jing is already proven to be a better Gon. Like, that's the level of, like, I don't like Gon as a protagonist. Again, this is not a Gon hate video. I don't hate him. I just don't feel like he's a suitable protagonist for Hunter x Hunter. That being said, I will put this in S. It's been great. Like, every chapter that comes out, I know we only get like 10 chapters per year, but every time I'm like, I'm so invested in the story. I don't know, spoiler alert if you haven't even read this. I know this is manga only. It's like the best thing since sliced bread for Hunter x Hunter. Which it's almost up there like with the next one I'm gonna talk about. But since this one actually finished, and again, this is like another, it's not technically a Kurapika story, but it has a lot of Kurapika elements, especially like the shovel scene. Like that's the meme that everybody points to. York New City is the greatest thing in Hunter x Hunter. It is what got me officially hooked. Like I was watching it, I was like, okay, I'm in it. I was watching the Zoldyck family arc, which is fine. I like that arc. I actually really do like the Zoldyck family arc, but York New City was like everything that Kurapika was doing, the spiders, Hisoka, even Gon and Killua's little side missions and stuff like that. That was fine too, but it put everything that we learned in Heaven's Arena, the Nin, everything just in perspective, and it's beautiful. It's one of the greatest anime arcs of all time. And if like there was no like Chimera and Hunter exam arc, this probably be like top 10 anime for me. So this is going high S. There we go. Boom. And then, like I said, the Zoldyck family arc, it's cool. It's a good little arc. It's not even supposed to be an arc, really. It's just like kind of like the side story to get Killua back on the team with Gon, because he was like doing his own thing. So they're going to back get him. But it introduced some pretty cool characters, cool concepts. Zoldycks are like, they're like the Uchihas of Hunter x Hunter. They're like super interesting assassins, which being an assassin is cool already, but the fact that they all have their kind of own personality, their own twist to being an assassin, is pretty cool to me. So I'm gonna put this low C. All right, so that's it. That is my Hunter x Hunter rankings, my Hunter x Hunter arcs. If you like this style of tier ranking for this channel, make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, comment what I should do next. I haven't watched a lot of newer anime, so if you want to see something older like Dragon Ball, Naruto, Bleach, anything like popular, I've seen those. I've seen like Chainsaw Man. I'm caught up on that. One Punch Man, I'm caught up on. So if you want to see me go through any of those, like, let me know. And then, like, if there are some new animes that you recommend, I'm really trying to get back into anime. Like, I started the Dan, and that's fantastic. I've watched some of Spy Family, which I need to watch some more of. I like Spy Family. I read Dr. Stone. Those are great anime to me. So I'm really trying my best to get back into anime. And having you guys' support would definitely help me get back into anime. So let me know. Appreciate you. Thank you. And if you disagree, of course, tell me what you would rank all these in the comments below.